We probably sound a little different today. That's because we are not in our usual studio setting at the Next Us.
We are on site and streaming live at the soon-to-open Brit Pub, whose grand opening is tomorrow, Friday, October 24th, is that right?
That's right.
October 24th at 11 a.m.
And check this out. They're on the lower 2 floors of Experience at Epicenter Apartments in downtown Colorado Springs, overlooking Weidner Field, the soccer or football stadium
come on.
in downtown Colorado Springs.
A sneak preview of the Brit Pub next on Loving the Springs, where we celebrate the best in Manitou Springs and Colorado Springs and elevate the rest.
You're listening to Studio 809 Podcast. This is what community sounds like.
I'm Al Brody.
And I'm Dave Gardner.
And I'm Carrie Simison, and we're here with 2 of the Brit Pub's co-owners, Nova and Meredith.
Woo! Yay!
Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Can I just open my beer? Is that all right?
Go for it. You
I
bet.
didn't know that moment. You know, like the moment, it's like an awkward silence where you go like, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to open it. Really, be that person. Yeah, it's frothing everywhere. Sorry, Kerry. Watch your dress there.
That's all right.
I'm just going to tilt it. Meredith, watch your dress.
Yep.
And I'm going to tilt it like a true Brit. And I'm pouring a Boddingtons, everybody.
We can't take him anywhere.
It's fine. It's all right. But yeah, I like your style, though, everyone, because you want to start with a beer.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Before we get into this conversation, this episode has a sponsor.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting. And then to get to that script. Yeah, we're sponsored today by the Weidner Norwood Center for Real Estate and Property Management at UCCS College of Business.
What's super cool about that, that's a partnership with Weidner Apartment Homes and Norwood Development Group, 2 of the developers in town that have really invested a lot in downtown. And you know why that's relevant? Today we're webcasting from the Brit Pub, which is at Experience at Epicenter Apartments, which is a Weidner property, again, right here in beautiful downtown Colorado Springs, overlooking Weidner Field, and the players are actually out there today too.
They are, and they're distracting as could be. This program focuses on the workforce development need in the Pikes Peak region.
Yeah, and it offers comprehensive real estate and property management curriculum focused on innovative practices, experiential learning opportunities, and attendance at local and national industry events.
It's hosted at UCCS downtown, strengthening the relationship between UCCS and Colorado Springs business community.
So if you're interested in launching your future in real estate and property management at the Weidner Norwood Center at UCCS College for Business, we'll put a link in the show notes.
All right, so that's pretty exciting. And I know that that's a new program, and they're adding to the curriculum every semester and every year, so it's going to be something interesting.
It's very cool. With all of the housing needs that are happening in Colorado Springs right now, the more people we can have involved to help it grow in the right direction, I think is super awesome.
Yeah.
So thank you to Norwood and Weidner for that.
Hey, Carrie, why the heck are we doing our podcast live, and why are we doing it from here?
Well, we thought there was no better way to do our first live show and to open what is possibly the coolest thing to happen to Colorado Springs in a decade, the Brit Pub. So Meredith and Nova, what are we doing here today? Tell us a little about what's going on, who you are, and...
Wow. Talk about an intro, Kerry. Eh? Wow, no one's ever described the Brit Pub as that. Listen, we're here. With the Brit Pub is finally coming to downtown Colorado Springs. I think it's been a long time coming, and we are ready to go. We've got the grand opening weekend starting tomorrow, 24th, Friday the 24th. We're going to have a weekend celebration, not just a day celebration. Because, come on, we party like, we party a weekend, don't we, in Colorado Springs. We'll just do one day, we'll do 3 days. But wonderful things happening. We've got a bit of a media VIP thing tonight just to kind of start things going officially. And for me, obviously, we've got a great team. And bringing Meredith on board has been like the icing on the cake for this team. She won't mind me saying that, would you?
No.
So yeah, no, it's wonderful. So,
I mean, the icing is always the best part of anything anyway, so, right?
Yeah. But in all seriousness, obviously, we had myself, Steve, Phil, and Marty as the predominant owners, and Meredith came on last of all with her expertise, not just in the industry, but in the community. I mean, you speak to anyone about Meredith, everyone goes, oh, she's such a lovely lady, isn't she? She's lovely, isn't she? You're very lucky to have her on board. And we're like, yes, we are. We are. So here she is. So, I know, sorry to embarrass you. I know. But we love you, we love you.
I'll listen to that all day. So that's great. I'm Meredith Klube. I'm one of the owners here and the general manager at the Brit, and I'm beyond excited for this weekend. You're going to have to see it to believe it. It's just an incredible place.
It really is. The couple times I've been here, kind of as we've been getting ready for this, like every time you turn a corner, there's a new surprise. So you're definitely going to have to make a habit of coming to check out the Brit Pub once a week, twice a week, etc. And make sure you treat it as an art gallery, like both levels. You will definitely be surprised.
Some really unique stuff in here. It's so cool. I love it.
It's funny you mentioned that, Carrie, because I joke about it now. It's kind of turned into kind of like British Historic Museum, because from obviously the downstairs, as soon as you walk in, you get hit with a pub sign, an official pub sign from like 1822, a Tetley's brewery sign, which is like one of the biggest breweries back in England. It's not there now anymore, unfortunately. And then the phone box just hits you. You turn left, you got the 1935 K2 model, which is seen World War II in Kent.
That's a phone booth for us Americans.
Yeah, phone box, phone booth, yeah. And you see it and it just hits you, and people are going, first thing they're going, is that real? Yes, it is real. It is real. It took about 12 people to get that in the door.
And that makes me want to share the little photo tour that we've created. Can
Okay, great.
So you guys shared a few of the photos from your big photo shoot, and I just strung them together, and you can share a little bit about it while I show it.
Perfect.
The beautiful entrance.
Oh, it looks so cool at night.
It's so cool at night. And yeah, I can't wait till Christmas.
That's a beautiful entryway between
There's
the
the
stadium.
pub sign.
Well, I took that yesterday morning. I ended up on Fox 21 doing I did news at 5 a.m. And that, I mean, we got the beautiful postcard picture, haven't we, here? And we were so lucky where we live. And just capturing that shot, it was just a moment. And I just took it. No one else was around, and the sun was coming up. But yeah, so obviously these pictures, are these going to roll through, Dave, yeah? Are they kind of continue?
Yeah, but there's just a few of
That's
them.
our
so-
upstairs lounge.
Upstairs lounge,
with Churchill and that's we have a private room, so you can book out that private room. It holds up to about 50 people. Great AV capabilities and really cool stuff in there that we'll probably share a little bit more about.
But I really feel like you mentioned about how it looks cool at night. The pub really has a definition of feel in daytime and nighttime. There's a weird vibe that happens halfway through. The lights go down, the lights go outside, on the trees outside. We've got natural light here, we're so lucky. And as you know, in Colorado you do anyway, 300 days of sunshine. However, at night, there's a weird vibe that is intimate and sexy in here. Right? No, really, it really is, and it has this really cool atmosphere where the lights go low, we've got lamps on downstairs, it has that rustic industrial feel, and it becomes this like living room for people. It's so cool. Then I get thrown on the piano because Meredith said get on the piano. So that's what happens. So yeah, so it is like a living room. It's like a bit of like an intimate party we have.
You know, I've never understood how people could afford to the alcohol bill to hang out at some place like Cheers. You know, not day in and day out. But this is my fourth time in your lovely pub, and I'm thinking I'm going to figure out a way. This is a comfortable place to hang out.
That's really important to us, is to become that place that's a gathering place for the community where everyone can just come and hang out. We're going to get to know all of our patrons really well. It's really important. The community is really important to us.
Well, and one thing that's wild to me is, this is basically brand new construction, but you walk up and walk in and it feels like it's been here forever. Like it feels like a piece of history, even though you haven't opened to the public yet. So you guys have just, from the very little I know about, old British pubs, I just really feel like you've nailed it.
I think the biggest thing for us, especially when Steve and I walked in first of all, I mean, this was just a shell. We're in a concrete space, and we looked at each other. But for some strange apparent reason, two guys from Northern England just looked at each other going, yeah, we can do this. Like, we had this great determination where, I mean, obviously we thought we were absolutely crazy at the time, but we give ourselves this kind of test and this challenge, I remember going back to my wife that time and going, I'm buying a pub, I'm going to open a pub. She went, what? She went, you're going to buy a pub? You got no, like, where's your experience? I went, it's all right, I'm going to be doing like marketing and social media and communications. She went, all right, good luck. And here we are, right? I love you, I know you're watching, right? But it is that grit, that British grit, with a sprinkle of Colorado Springs here, and that has that determination and that entrepreneurialism. I can't say that word, but you know what I mean. And that's what it is. And I think Colorado Springs has that, and blended with the British rightness, we're bringing that culture and DNA into town for people to experience, and that's the vision.
Yeah, it's just too bad you couldn't come up with a better spot that was closer to
the
a
soccer
football
field.
field.
A sports
I
arena.
know, it's a match made in heaven, isn't it, Dave, really, to be honest. I mean, they're doing yoga now. Look at that. We can watch the team doing yoga. Stretch it out.
I want to show people the view. I couldn't set up a live camera to do that, but I popped in yesterday and shot the view, so I'm going to roll a little video.
You have been here a
on
lot,
that.
haven't you, Dave?
Yeah.
He's on your payroll now.
Oh, wonderful.
So this is what you see from. I mean, this is what we're looking at right now.
It is a
right
challenge
there.
not to be distracted in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a stunning view, and we're very fortunate to have that on our doorstep. And like I said, we are predominantly a football pub. We have watch parties, not just for the Switchbacks, but we have Premier League watch parties. We've got parties from as small as 5 to 50. Okay, this weekend, for opening weekend, we've got 4 or 5 games getting shown. We've got the Spanish League, El Clasico, that's getting shown. We're showing the Switchbacks as well. Do you know what I mean? And then we piggyback on other sports, Formula 1,
They're
rugby.
coming this Sunday.
Coming this
F1 is-
Sunday, yeah.
Also, the American Outlaws are going to be here
Yeah.
for their watch party on Sunday as well. So
And
it's going to be
yeah.
such a fun environment. Like,
I mean, there's just nothing else like this that's really built around all of the different communities, like micro communities, fan bases of these things. Like the fact that you guys have made this home for, I mean, who would have thought Formula One in a British pub?
Yeah.
But it makes total sense. This third space that, you know, we always hear about. I mean, they've been doing it overseas forever, right?
yeah.
No, they have, and even going back to the football, obviously the game of football. I mean, I'm showing my age now, but 1994 World Cup in America, the game elevated. Next year, what's happening? We've got the World Cup again.
Yeah, that's
It's going to
gonna be
elevate again. And for us, for a pub, yeah, it's brilliant. But for people who are going to get interested in the game, the kids, mummy, what? I want to play that game. And what happens is an interest. It grows. That's what happened with our women's team. Huge influence. Okay, and that's why the women's team is so much better than the American USA team. I'm allowed to say that, it's fine. All right. But listen, you're in the World Cup, so it's all good next year. So but listen, it's we're very fortunate, and introducing the game and having that connection is huge for a pub and sport as well. So it's massive.
Not everybody in the United States is used to pubs. And we have Irish pubs and we have British pubs. Can you tell us a little bit about the difference?
Well, this will be a good one, won't it? Because Meredith obviously was a very. I mean, listen, it's a great. Jack Quinn's is a great pub, okay, and it always will be. And Meredith had some very, very outstanding years there. Okay, obviously there's a
Yeah.
British and Irish, isn't it? Kind of
I know,
connection, isn't it?
I'm getting a lot of comments. About
Yeah.
it.
But, you know, but from your perspective, what do you think it is? I mean, what is it? Jack Quinn's is a great location, great bones, isn't it?
Yeah.
But what do you think that difference is from your perspective?
It's just here. It's just a different vibe. It's a little more relaxed and gathering. Well, they're both gathering, but it's really different. It's not quite. It's more of a pub and a little bit less of a bar feel here.
Yeah.
I mean, we still have a full bar and everything, but and I don't want to say anything bad about Jack Quinn's. It's a wonderful Irish pub, but our theme, like we just talked about, is very soccer focused. We are going
You're
to
gonna
have.
have to learn to say football.
I know.
I know,
Meredith,
I
I can't believe Meredith. You're practically British now.
I know.
Come on.
I think I'm going to develop an accent around these
Oh,
guys
definitely.
all the time.
Oh, man.
And then we're going to have music, but it's going to be very like acoustic, mellow. Enjoy listening to it. And what's really going to set us apart, I think, is our bar menu, our beer selection, and the menu. I can't talk enough about the menu.
Yeah.
It's traditional British fare, but it's elevated. It's delicious. the feedback has already been incredible from our soft openings. Yeah, the food's going to really set us apart.
I'm impressed with the food options here. Yeah.
Dave, I'm sure you work here. Do you work here? A chef, what are you on? I think he has.
We're going to gush a little bit here, and people are going to think, how much did they pay us to do this? But
No.
you're not paying us.
This is just. Do you know what? When Carrie asked us to do his podcast, and you've been so gracious anyway, you and I have known each other for a while. I think it's more of an intrigue. You're intrigued about what's going on. You have this. You kind of like knocking on the door, like we want to know what is happening. What is happening? Break it down. I think that's what it is.
Oh, 100%.
And it's huge, isn't it?
Well, and I'm a big social media user, social media fan, and months ago you guys really started working on your social media, and so it's been fun to kind of watch what you think you can expect coming up. And then when you guys handed us the menu today, so I'm a giant brunch fan. Like, I think it's the best meal of the week. I wish you get a brunch every day of the week, but you guys will have brunch both Saturdays and Sundays, and you open at 8 a.m.
Sometimes we will open even earlier
for a game, right? For a match.
But standard is 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. for brunch.
Because the Saturday will obviously piggyback on the English Premier League, like we mentioned earlier. So an early game for that will be 5:30 on a Saturday. And people turn up. Obviously we can't serve alcohol till 7, but they're here for breakfast, cup of coffee, tea, etc. Sundays 7 a.m. Okay, but officially it starts at 8 a.m. for brunch.
So it's family friendly. Excuse me.
No,
It's family friendly.
Absolutely.
And if you're not serving alcohol, kids are allowed?
Absolutely.
Kids are allowed anytime.
That's good to know.
Well, do you know what it is though? Like back in the day, back at home, I mean, I went in a pub as soon as I came out of my mother's womb. You know what I mean? In all seriousness, there's a kind of saying in England where you get born, you get a Beatles songbook under your arm, a football, a curse book, a pint of real ale, and then your dream in your life is like, I want to own a pub. I've always had that childhood dream, and my dreams become a reality because of this lot. I could never do it on my own, and that's fact. They know that, and we'll mention that tonight as well at VIP. Think when I'm saying a few words, and about kids and everything. We went there for funerals, weddings. I know my friends have got married in a pub. Yeah, there's a pub on every corner in England. You walk there; it's part of your identity, and it's something that is your second living room, and that's what we try to bring here.
I think you've improved on the pubs in England a little bit.
In what way? Come
Your
on.
beer is a little colder.
Yeah.
Thank
I
you.
just put ice in yours.
I lived for a few years in England during my childhood, and that's one reason I love pubs and I'm here today. My dad, we would go to the pub every week, Friday night, out to the pub for dinner. I was 7. They didn't bat an eye with the kid here, and that's just such a fond memory of that. The food and the coziness, that's what's going to make us different.
That's what it is. And I mean, Meredith and I are really, when we're all family orientated, the owners are. I mean, family's always first. And we've said, one big thing that's coming up is obviously Christmas. We are going out for Christmas. I want a 35-foot Christmas tree in here. Do you know anyone who does it? You know what I mean? Should we go get one, Dave? Me and you can get one, can't we? I want a 35-foot downstairs.
Presents
Presents
right
downstairs.
outside.
Yeah, presents downstairs. One up here, and then I'm going to be doing carols around the piano. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be, and we want the kids to be running around. Do you know what I mean? Like with the presents and stuff, and Santa Claus is going to come in. Do you know what I mean?
Like
if you're watching
second
kids,
home.
Santa Claus is coming. All right.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, like, bring that family environment. What we had as kids, bring it into this. You want people to come down, have some great food and stuff, sing some carols and stuff, and then we're going to be doing something a little bit special in December as well. Some little giveaways.
Now, this is Colorado, and a lot of kids
Yeah?
have fur. So what's the deal with pets?
Did you say fur?
Oh,
Pets.
so our
Oh my god, my head went to like fur
Our
coats.
patio-
I was like, yeah.
Our patio is,
Yeah.
is huge.
Okay.
I think
Yeah.
we can fit about 30 people out there. It'll be pet friendly as long as they're well behaved.
Yeah.
Of course, due to health code, we can't allow dogs or anything inside unless they're service animals.
But it's good to know.
Our patio
Yeah.
is great.
It's interesting, but in England you're allowed dogs in pubs. You know what I mean?
That's the question.
There's like
That's why I asked.
there's like a hashtag in England, hashtag pub dog, and there's like dogs just sitting, like at tables with their owner, and the owner's just sat there just watching the world go by, and the dog's there with a pint, and no, it's so cute, and that's been a thing for like decades. It's always been.
I
a
wish
thing.
we could do that.
Oh, it'd be so cute, but yeah, patio dogs.
Colorado laws.
Yeah.
Maybe we
Yeah.
can work on those next.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, can we talk about beer a little bit? So that was one thing that you guys mentioned. Your selection, you've got traditional traditional beers from, what do they call it, over the pond, and then also cask ale. All right, let's talk a little bit what a cask ale is for any of our listeners who might not know.
I'll do cask ale. So cask ale is we call it real ale, okay? It's not got the fizz, if that makes sense. I'm trying to simplify it for everyone at home. And it's a traditional hand-pulled ale. All ales were actually kind of brought out like that, and hand-pulled. We were like no fizz or anything like that, so it was hand-pulled back in like 1800s, even earlier. Okay, in England, pretty much predominantly every single pub has a hand-pulled pump. Okay, we've got 2 of those, one upstairs, one downstairs, and we've collaborated with Hogshead Brewery in Denver. Okay, and David, if you're watching, okay, I'm just going to quote something that you told me last week. He said we will be the only Southern Colorado pub to be offering the cask ale.
Wow.
So it adds that authenticity, it adds a traditionalness, and yeah, if you want to kind of compare it, people go, what's it like? What's it like? Well, it's like, do you know what? I'm drinking Boddington's, okay? It's like a smooth meets nitro, etc. Similar to this, but much more deliciousness, much more creamy, okay? And it's wonderful. It really is wonderful. I always joke about when I bring all my American friends over and family, etc., to England for the first time, and I take them for a real ale, they all go, what is this? Holy Christmas, what is this? You know what I mean? How do we get it in America? Well, we've got it in Colorado Springs, so we should put it on the map. This is it. Do you know what I mean? So, but my objective for the marketing and communications of this real ale, it's a bit of a test. It's going to be a bit of a test. If I can get people on board to be fans of real ale, I mean, even got 10%, okay, I'll be really happy. Because it's like a bit of a niche.
It's served a little warmer, so
a little bit.
And then again, if you're used to the like highly carbonated, American beers
Yeah.
or most traditional beers, it's just the lower carbonation or lack of carbonation really makes it, like you're saying, smooth and silky and sexy. It's just
It's literally like drinking cream. It's so good.
but in beer flavor.
Yeah, but it's so naturally done as well. Do you know what I mean? There's no additives or anything like that. It's just so pure. It's just delicious, and it's a work of art to even pour it as well.
Yeah, Guinness takes a while to pour, but this will take you.
Yeah, you need a sip of that Guinness. So it looks a bit sad. That.
I know it does.
Come on, ching it up. Should we ching it up? We haven't chinged it up, have we? Ching ching.
Cheers.
There you go. Thank you so much for having us. You got.
Cheers.
There you go, Dave. I'm down here, Dave. There you go.
All right.
I think Dave's coming to a Christmas party as well. I think he's happy on the end, isn't he? But yeah, no, it's something unique, and I think it really brings, again, going back to the authenticity of this pub, is adding something like that. Even though we've got British owners, etc., and we've got Meredith on board, and the furniture's all made in England, which adds another unique twist to it. We've got the trinkets, we've got the phone box, pub signs, and the Beatles room. Did you see the Beatles room? Did you see the glass cabinet?
Yeah. Oh, no, I haven't seen
Oh,
it.
You haven't
have
seen
to
the
go
glass
take a
cabinet
look at
yet?
this.
I feel like if we could, we'd take a break right now and go check it out, but we'll have to wait till afterwards.
Well, do you know what? If I've got, can I run and get the glass cabinet? Oh no, can't get the glass cabinet, can I? No, we've got to secure it now.
Yes, it's
It's
very
secure.
special.
But remind us to mention the glass cabinet.
Okay.
Is the story behind it? All right. Okay.
So, should we talk about the schedule a little bit? We're getting a sneak preview. You're not open.
We're not open yet.
So
Though you have had a couple events here, like little private events.
We had a family and friends invite-only event on Tuesday, and then last night we did a resident night. So another part of the puzzle here is we are at the base of the Weidner Apartments. There are almost 500 residents above us, and they can come in on their own private entrance. They're going to be that's going to be a really important relationship. Every day I'm sitting downstairs working, and people keep popping in, are you open yet? We can't wait. And they had to do they had to cap the residents night, so because we couldn't fit all of them at once, but it's going to be incredible. We're going to be able to do a really unique thing too. They'll get a code. We'll be able to deliver right to their doorstep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is really special. We had kind of a small sneak peek for a small selection because they had to RSVP yesterday because we can't fit 500 in it. It's impossible. So we had just over 100, and they all came down really excited, and it's like, oh my god, it's like their pub, because they literally wander down. They've got their own exit and entrance, and they come down, and they're just so the positivity from them is incredible. It really is going, oh my god, we've got our own pub. So imagine this: you're sitting upstairs, You can't be bothered cooking tonight, okay? You get on your phone or the bit of paper with the QR code and you scan it. You look at the menu, order food and drink to your room and we deliver it. You aren't moved out your room. Or you come down in your slippers.
Yeah.
No, honestly. And this is I was joking with the residents. I said, the first resident to come down in your slippers, I'll buy you a pint. Why not?
It's
I
going
can't
to
do that in
happen a
England in a
lot.
pub.
I
can
would do that in my pajamas.
I think I'm going to drive here
Pajama
in my
night.
slippers
We'll
from
do
my house.
pajama night.
Yeah.
We'll do pajama night. Dave, there you go. I'll give you credit for that, Dave.
You're going to need my social security number.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, sorry, back to the schedule.
Okay, so you can't come, I know you're licking your lips out there, but you cannot come down here today, Thursday, to
Right. We
be
have
a customer.
we have our ribbon cutting and VIP night. Downtown Partnership is very involved, which thank you, Downtown Partnership, I should say. They've been an unbelievable source of support for us. And I don't think it could happen without your support. So thank
We
you.
are so glad to have you guys in downtown Colorado Springs. It just helps. It helps further the mission of what downtown is all about. Again, these unique experiences, these third places that you can't have anywhere else. So super excited you guys are here.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want to be anywhere else but downtown. I love
Yeah.
downtown.
But Friday, tomorrow, 11 a.m.?
11 a.m. The
11
door
a.m.
is open. We will be taking reservations down the line but the first few weeks, maybe a month, we're not going to do reservations. It'll just be first come, first serve.
Yeah. And listen, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be a busy weekend. It's going to be crazy. It's going
We
to
have
be...
a big space though. Like
Yeah.
we'll be able to, yeah.
You know what? That's a really good way of putting that because we have got ample space, etc. We've got parking behind us as well, just to give a shout out as well.
Yeah, tell us about the parking, because people that go to BJ's, let's say, they go because it's easy parking.
Yeah, yeah.
Downtown scares a lot of people.
So that's something else that makes this really special is the Weidners have been gracious enough to let guests park in the parking structure. It's just right under the apartment complex or
Yeah.
the base level. And for right now, it's free parking. So
Wow.
come on down, main level. Down the road, I know they're installing some different things, but we're going to be able to validate for 2 hours of parking.
Which is still good, isn't it?
it's still
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That is downtown
huge.
at its finest.
Yeah,
So-
and obviously you got the ample street parking as
Yeah,
well.
it's free down there too.
And I'm sure Kerry can chime in here. I mean, we are really
Oh.
trying to, as to come in as a business, but working with you guys and create this end of downtown as a continuation of Central
Absolutely.
to the west side. We are trying to build this out. This is not just the beginning. This is how do we continue with other businesses. This is phase one.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah,
You
there's
know what I
a
mean?
lot more
We are
coming.
we're growing, and I think I'd say now in 5. You know what? I'm going to put 3 years. Okay, 3 years time, it's going to look different. Obviously, the stadium's going to still be there, but we're going to have a lot of neighbours,
Oh,
a
100%.
lot of foot traffic as well.
Well, as I've been over at the warehouse,
Mm-hmm.
which is probably the closest proximity restaurant to you guys,
Yeah.
they are so excited for more things to be happening over
Mm-hmm.
here because when you're the only place on a part of town, even though we're 2 blocks or something from Tejon, the main drag, etc., but like the more connected and the more things that there are, it just becomes enlivened
Oh,
and
yeah.
exciting, and people come here for a drink. They'll go over to the warehouse for a drink. They'll pop over to whatever's
walk
next,
around.
and they'll walk around. And the more activity means the safer it feels, the more fun it feels, the more exciting it feels, and that's what downtowns are about.
Yeah,
Yeah, this part of downtown, a little bit southern part, is just growing so much. And their Weidners are building 2 more apartment complexes. There's going to be, like we were talking about, tons of shopping, other restaurants, which we're really excited about. It's going to be the spot to be downtown.
Yeah, and it comes across like it's going to be like a little walking village around here. It really is. You got pedestrianised all down here. I mean, you've already got the free bus, so
Yeah.
you still can connect with other areas of town.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I never got a free bus at home. Did you get a free bus at home? But how good is that? How convenient is that to work with other businesses as well? It's huge. It's massive. So, no, it's cool. We're getting some questions in as well. I like it.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Can you read those? Anybody have good enough ideas?
All
Go on,
right.
Carrie.
Does the bar have hooks for coats and purses and such?
Yes. Underneath the bar. Do you know, like underneath the bar, like in England? I need to add 2 more though, Joe. I'll add 2 more just for you, all right? So, yeah.
And he says, Joey and Alex, professional amateur day drinkers and foodies, are beyond excited. Let's go. Thanks for
All right.
tuning in
Let's
today.
go.
We already love you.
I think people are going to come down here to see the full Monty.
Oh.
I haven't seen that in a while.
Which one, the film or the actual breakfast?
I was pretty pleased to see that on the,
Oh,
the pub
it's
menu.
massive. I mean, I've never seen, I've worked in pubs and restaurants for a long time. I've never seen a plate like that. It's so impressive and delicious, and I'll be surprised if you can finish it.
Yeah.
Prove
And
me
it-
wrong.
And it's such a traditional kind of breakfast item. That's, again, it's so British it is. It's kind of, we call it the fry-up. It's like a fry-up, you know what I mean? So fried breakfast, great for hangover. But, if you want to just eat once in a day, get it. It's delicious.
Or eat 3 times
Or
because
eat
you'll have
three
to
ti-
take it home.
Yeah, there you
Yeah.
go. But Chef Phil, listen, Chef Phil has curated this menu, I mean, with a fine-tooth comb. He's done a great job. We're very, very lucky to have Phil Griffin. Expertise, not just locally, but statewide as well, and even internationally as well, out in England. So there's a little, when you get a chance to go downstairs, and even people at home when you come down to the pub, there's a little portrait of a gentleman next to the kitchen, and Chef Phil asked for that portrait to be next to him. And the reason being, the gentleman in the gold frame picture is his teacher.
Wow.
And the guy is called Marco Pierre White. And Marco Pierre White, not a lot of Americans know about Marco Pierre White, which is totally fine. If you go back on YouTube videos and etc. and read biogs, etc., there was another gentleman in the kitchen as well who was being taught, called Mr. Gordon Ramsay. So Phil has this kind of connection with the old school, the 90s chefs. This is before the TV chefs came into context, yeah? And so it's a little homage to Marco Pierre White that Phil has next to his kitchen. So it's a little story. So it's for the train spotters out there, all right, if you know. Yeah.
While we're on food, what
Yeah.
is a proper Sunday roast?
Well, where do we go? So traditional Sunday roast is something you've had, again, since you've been born. You go there for Sunday lunch, if it's your grandma's, aunties, mothers, whatever. You sit round the table as family and you have a meat roast, okay? So you have it with Yorkshire puddings, mashed potato, vegetables, gravy. Have I missing anything out, Meredith?
You're missing dessert.
We're still on the savoury.
Oh, okay.
The Sunday roast,
Yes,
though,
Sunday roast. Yeah.
It's you, and if you don't, you have 4 choices with our Sunday roast.
Which is crazy, isn't it? It's so crazy that we're
Yeah.
offering that, yeah. Which is great, by the way. I'm not saying it's outstanding that Chef Phil is like offering that. So we've got the beef, chicken, Australian lamb we're bringing in, and pork belly, crispy pork belly. You know what I mean? That beautiful meat that oozes in with the fatness from the pork as well. Carrie, I know you're
I know.
mouth watering. And then you've got great, obviously, lashings of gravy, beautiful veg, roast potatoes, crispy on the outside, soft on the middle. And then a bit of gravy on top with your vegetables, etc. And your Yorkshire pudding, very traditional. We serve that on Sundays from 11 a.m. until that's sold out. You know what I mean? Because it's like, listen, you've got to come down. But it's beautiful. Get around a table, get a bottle of red wine with it, accompany it, partnership with that. It's amazing. And then dessert. We love dessert, don't we? Are we doing the crumble? We're doing the crumble?
We are. We're going to do a rotating
are.
fruit crumble every week, and then sticky toffee pudding.
Oh my gosh, seriously.
Bakewell tart, a treacle tart.
I've got to get back on the Peloton. I've got to.
You could put one in here.
Imagine that, eh?
Can I run a tab, kind of like Norm did at Cheers?
Dave, you can do what you want, Dave. Dave, there's a stool at the end at bar. I can put your little name on the back of it if you want.
Sign me up. Sign me up.
Yeah. No, but you know what? Funny you should say that, Dave. You know what? And going back to an original question that Meredith graciously answered, there's something about staff recognising customers and customers recognising the staff. It's a very local thing, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? When you go in your local, it's like, hey, novice here you go. Or they put the drink on the bar when you walk
Before
in.
you order.
How does that make you feel?
Like super special.
Yeah.
I want to talk about the staff a little bit.
Oh,
We didn't advertise too heavily. We just put something out on social media that we were hiring. The response, I've never seen anything like that. We had a huge pool of applicants. The team we have right now are just amazing, experienced, but also really friendly, really passionate about the Brit. They will get to know you. They are amazing. So I can't wait to keep working with them over the next many years, I suppose. But the staff,
Yeah.
you're going to have great service.
And it's really funny as well because I'm probably the least experienced in every single member of staff, including owners, in the hospitality environment. In fact, I'll be honest with you, and people know that my background's music and media. So I'm bringing my kind of little small portion of that into the business. But this staff, I've never been in a room where you've got eagerness, you've got energy, you've got this thrive to work with people, communication is strong, and we work as a team. This is not like an individual like, we're the bar staff and you're the bussers. No. It's one for all. Help each other out. I was behind the bar yesterday. I didn't know what we're doing, to be honest, but I was helping people. You get stuck in. You've got to get stuck in. There's no hierarchy in this place.
No, we're a family.
Obviously, respect for bosses, etc. But we're family, and that's so vitally important as a business.
All right, we have one more little comment from Joe. He says they will see you tomorrow.
Oh,
they love coming
awesome.
downtown.
Right.
Thank you, Joe. We appreciate downtown supporters. Love when people see what we're trying to do and come down and support everything. So I think they'll have a warm seat for you at the bar.
We sure
Listen,
will.
you always have a seat at the bar. That's the thing. It really is. It really is. It's going to be cool. It's going to be cool. It's going to be like we mentioned, hugely busy weekend.
So be patient. Like
Yeah,
you
be
might not get
patient.
in you might not get in your first try. Be willing to wait for a little bit.
Yeah.
Wander
Got a
around a
patio.
little bit.
The
but-
walkway here is beautiful. There's a waterfall, sculpture. There's some art to look at. There's a really nice seating area with a fire pit.
Love it. Love
Yeah.
it.
If you have to wait a little bit. So, but
And something we've noticed, Meredith and I, especially in the last 2 days with the friends and family, and also the residents' night, people finish eating downstairs and they go, "Ooh, you've got another bar upstairs. Oh, I can hear the piano. Let's go upstairs and go hang out." So next thing you know, they're here, and it's like, and just people just mingling. Like, what's your name? Like, who are you? Oh, how are you doing? And there's something about connection and community, people making friends. That's exactly what we're trying to do.
it's a pub. That's a
Yeah,
true
that's a
pub.
true pub.
Can I ask a logistical question around that? So if you had dinner downstairs and decide you want to hang around, can you leave your card on file and then wander upstairs, or is it a little bit separate?
It'll be different staff upstairs from downstairs.
Okay.
So we'd ask that you close
out and then come on upstairs
up,
and
but-
find a new seat.
But upstairs is more of a lounge feel, like a true pub where you can just wander up and go to the bar and order and then walk around, look at all the things.
So
to see.
lower level is more of the restaurant pub,
Yeah.
upstairs is more of the pub.
But you'll get fantastic service either way.
Love it.
Yeah, it's cool. You're planning your night out already. I can see. I
know.
can see. I can see it in there.
I
Yeah.
am a big fan of places I can go solo. And I feel like this is a kind of place where I could come in alone after work or a Sunday afternoon, find a place at the bar and feel really comfortable being alone because you're not really alone. And again, when you talk about the staff getting to know regulars, like if I want to sit down at the end of the bar and, play Candy Crush on my phone, or chat with the bartender when they're not busy, or chat with the person next to me, like those are the kind of places
You're
that I
welcome
come
to.
back again and again because I'm comfortable in a solo situation. And then of course I want to bring all my friends, but
Yeah.
I love places where I can be shopping and be like, I want to stop for a beer. And so I'm looking forward to that here.
Well, and pubs a lot of times have games. We'll have games. People want to hang around. There'll be no rush here. We have darts. We have a beautiful
Yeah.
Guinness dartboards upstairs, and there's always going to be something going on. But yeah, you can come by alone. You can come by with a big group. But
Yeah.
everyone would be welcome.
And it's one for everybody. Like we welcome every single person. If you're an individual, single person, new to the football in England, we've had so many people going, "Which team can I support? Can anybody help me?" Yeah, come down on a weekend. Yeah, I guarantee you'll attach to a supporters club,
Yeah.
or a group or supporters club. And obviously the staircase as well is something special that I really want to mention. At the old location that Steve had, he had like memorabilia all around in different corners. Okay, I kind of stepped in on that and just kind of said, like, listen, how about we have one location, predominantly in the pub, where it's one for everybody, because the game brings everyone together. And we've had donation scarves, signed memorabilia. We've got a Beckham jersey that's hanging.
It's so cool when you walk up the
It's
stairs.
so cool. And the other reason we didn't have enough corners in the room to put everything because the game's growing. The game's growing. Fact. You know what I mean? That's what it is. So it's a beautiful kind of transition when you go from downstairs to up, going, ooh. And I still think we need to put a table there for like a VIP. I think it'd be cool. So yeah, because people just stop with a pint and just look at everything, going,
There's
wow.
a lot to see.
Yeah. So
Great job on that, by the way.
I know I'm never doing ladders again. Oh, well, they stuck me up a ladder, didn't they? I didn't like it.
So this does have a museum feel. Is there some little nook or cranny that everybody should find in this place?
There's several.
Yeah. These several.
Definitely checking out in the private room. You should talk about that.
Yeah, there's something really, really unique that you'll never find in any British pub.
No.
Probably, do you know what? I'm going to put it out there in the world. Fact.
Wow.
Okay. So when we were first doing this, Steve's been back and forth to England to see family, and he called me one night. I'll never forget it. And he said, Nova, my auntie says we need to name the room something. And I went, well, what? She said, we need to call it the Cavern. I went, all right, well, okay. He goes, you know what the Cavern is, don't you? I said, well, yes, the Beatles' first ever venue they played in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, got knocked down, and they rebuilt it. So I said, yeah, Steve, it got knocked down. And he went, my auntie's got an original brick.
Wow.
And I went, no chance, man. It got. No, he goes, no, there was 5,000. She's got one of them, as well as Paul McCartney's autograph she got in the 70s. And I was like, I want that. He goes, no. So anyway, recently he brought it over. His luggage was so overweight, right? So he had the brick. Anyway,
Well, they lost his luggage.
bag. They lost his bag. So straight away, Meredith and I was like, the brick, the autograph. Yeah. So obviously, I'm not mentioning the airline, but yeah. So they lost his bag. He managed to get it back, but I didn't have no sleep that night. Because anyway, it's in the room. There's also 2 original John Lennon books, because he was an author as well, in there as well, and in the little glass cabinet above the security camera. So don't get any ideas, anybody. All right. Yeah. So no, that's in there. Something unique. And then you've got the Beatles design that we've got on the wall, which is again one of its kind. We were going to go with the obvious, but we use Consortium Signs. Big shout out, thank you so much. Who designed the beautiful, I call it like a collage of the four.
Mural.
Mural. Paul McCartney looks like he needs a few more fish and chips down him, but it's all good, right? But again, that's a childhood memory. I wouldn't be sat here if it wasn't for that band. Do you know what I mean? That's my influence. And we're bringing that little aspect. And we had a lady come yesterday, I'm not going to mention her name's a resident. She walked in, and her dad used to sing Beatles songs to her. And she went. She absolutely went. But she didn't see the brick and the Paul McCartney thing. And I was like, oh my gosh, do I show her it? Anyway, and then she just went, and she had to walk out.
Oh.
That's
Yeah,
great.
so it's kind of, it plays a part to people. And then obviously when I knock out a few songs on the piano Beatles-wise, that's it, isn't it? Yeah, she goes, you're going to do a Beatles night? It carries, yeah. Like the music carries, and then it's like, oh my, so it's so, I mean, I'm getting goosebumps now, wow.
Well, and the jukebox, too.
And the jukebox, you've got 1940s jukebox in there. Needs a new needle though, Dave. I know you've got some contacts. And some more 45s, by the way. We need some more 45s.
And
can help you
speaking
there.
of stuff, if you have, we've got another question. We've got A Luck online. Place looks great. Looking forward to it all. I heard you have dartboards, but do you have a pool table?
No pool table. No pool table. The dartboards are like a little subtle addition. And I'll be honest with you, I was hit and miss with the dartboard.
It seemed dangerous.
Yeah, well, next to the piano as well. There were 2 guys playing this, and I was on the piano. I went, listen, I'm not being funny. Can I just see you take a shot? And they were perfect, right? A couple of days prior, they weren't that good, all right? Probably see the holes in the wall. But what I'm saying, I was going to hit and miss with darts. Do we bring that in? But again, darts in a British pub is heavily in there. Do you know what I mean? Pool, 1 space. I mean, do you know what I mean? It's like pool tables are pretty big and stuff like that. But again, we want that conversation. We want conversation with people and stuff. Darts is all right, you know what I mean? And pool's all right, but it's mainly the space.
So come on downtown, head over to Crooked Q or Phantom, get a pool game in, and then
There you
come
go.
over. Then
Yeah,
come
yeah.
over
For a
to
pint.
do a proper
for
crawl.
a pint here.
Pub crawl. We love a pub crawl, don't we? So, yeah.
So I have to tell you, like, as we were setting up today, again, like, all of the corners that you come around. Like, I love that we've got the princess looking at
I
us from
know.
here.
She's gorgeous.
And the queen in the bathroom. Like, just every corner I go around, I'm like, I didn't know what I knew about, English history or not, but you realize, like, I mean, obviously, most of us, or a lot of us eventually are descendants of England, and so it's like this has been part of our life and history for so long, but it's just so cool to see all of the influential human beings in one place together, and you guys have just done such a great job representing them around every corner.
Yeah, there's so much cool decor. You could spend a really good amount of time walking around with a beer, looking at all the art and the artifacts, and the pub sign downstairs is authentic. It's hanging. It blows even a little bit.
It
in
does.
the
I
room.
noticed that today.
It's so cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it is really cool. And there's actually a story with that actual pub sign, not the one when you walk in the at the hostess stand, the other one next to the phone box. So Meredith reached out to Steve and I went, I've got a pub sign. It's in my dad's garage. And I was, all right, cool. Anyway, she sent a picture. I went, are you
I was
joking?
like, do we want this?
Are you joking? Do we want it? I'll have a stick it in my living room at home. Are you joking?
I grew up with
Yeah.
it for, about 30 years. It was just in my dad's house, not really displayed or anything. And I said, well, if they don't want it, I like it because it's got a cow on it. But I had no idea that they would think. And now it's like a really important piece of the pub. It is,
isn't it? It
cool.
really is. And she brought it down, and it's like it's original. Anyway, so I said, Meredith, where's it from? Where's your dad got it from? Her dad's a huge advocate, one for the pub, anything British, anything Meredith does, and the family. You know what I mean?
Football.
So, football. He loves a beer. It's like, God, this is perfect, isn't it? It really is. Anyway, so I did some research. She said it was in a garage. Where did your dad get it from? Like online?
When we were over in England in
Over
the
in
80s,
England?
yeah.
Yeah, so he put it in his hand luggage, and then he brought it over. Anyway, I did some research. The pub is 20 minutes away from my house in England. What are the chances? Tell me. What are the chances?
I mean, we always call Smolorado Springs, but who knew Smolorado Springs could, extend across the pond?
It's scary, isn't it, Carrie? It's scary. It really is scary. But again, it's a piece of England, uniqueness that is coming into the pub that makes it a little bit special. Going back to that comparison of the Irish-British, it's like we've got things that, do you know what I mean, that stands out that are a little bit unique. So,
And if you're here alone, we have a bookcase
yeah.
with some classic English literature, some English pop, you could just grab a book off there and read. There's tons of great books over there.
Yeah.
Got a little fireplace over there.
There's a fireplace and the nice
Winston Churchill there looking down on you as
the
well.
nice the couch.
Chesterfield couch. Yeah, I mean, I've had a nap on that a few times, but it's fine. It's all right. Hey, if you want to nap at home after a few beers, you do it after a bit of real ale. Go for it. Yeah, it's all good. We love it.
We should think about wrapping up because your beer is getting pretty low over there, Nova.
But
That's just
before we
that's
do that,
breakfast. It's all right. Yeah.
we have to ask you a question. Both of you individually. So 2 separate answers here. And we'll start with you, Meredith. What do you love about Colorado Springs?
Well, I am a native. I was born at the Air Force Academy, so I have lived here most of my life. I lived in England for a while and moved away. I always came back to Colorado Springs. It's just home. But the way it's changed and grown over the years, and the sense of community the town has, it's different. It's different than other places. When I went to Palmer High School, and there was nothing down here. Dirt Powers was like dirt road, and then it's grown so much. I just love downtown though so much. It's a unique place. I think we're unlike any other downtown. But we've got so many military here, and so many people that weren't from here have moved here because why not? It's beautiful. So I think when you live here, even if you're not from here, you feel like you are from here. It's just a great city. I'm so proud to still be a big part of it downtown. I can't even remember what the question was.
What do you love
you
about
answered
the
it very well,
Springs?
to be honest. Yeah.
Colorado Springs is a unique place. I'd never want to live anywhere else, unless it was England. That was always, if I lived anywhere else, I said I would live in England. So. But here now I am. It's perfect.
It is.
England.
And Nova, you have found the ideal location between an interstate and a true urban downtown. And here we are. What is it that you love? Because you're our first, for this podcast, person that grew up outside of the country. We have not asked this question of anybody else. What do you love about the Springs?
Would you know what? First of all, and obviously, America's a third of my life. Okay, from day one. I met my wife here. I wouldn't be sat here if it wasn't for the band, the music, background, and then I joined the media. I was at Fox for 3 years. That's where you and I met. Yeah. And I feel I've been more ingrained in the community since starting at Fox, but I'm even more ingrained in the community since leaving Fox. So for me, it has this uniqueness. Every single person, and what I love, is different. They've got character. There's this character. There's this kind of roughness about them. You know what I mean? Which I love. It's like, no, and they're real. It's real. Does that make sense to you? Like,
it absolutely
when
does.
you meet a person, it's a handshake, it's a hug, it's like they tell you what you think. You know, your moustache isn't straight, mate. All right, thank you. You know what I mean? But they mean it with love. There's a passion. People are proud where they are. Are we moving in the right direction? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And yes, we're going to have people who may not support this, but whatever. But with businesses, with people like yourselves here, with the community, this city is going, I'll tell you now, there's exciting things happening. And we're not just talking about the pub, I'm on about everything. And connecting with people and collaborating with people. Brother Luck said something to me once, because obviously I asked for some advice, which you should ask for advice. He said, just be gracious with everybody, especially businesses around you. Okay? Don't be enemies.
No.
So that's like, we've got Trainwreck down the road, we've got Switchbacks, we've got James over at the warehouse, okay? We how do we work together? If we can't work together, we still help each other out. And that's vitally important. That's something this city does very well. Very, very well. If that's in the hospitality region, if that is in the media region, whatever, etc., sport, whatever, we always have someone there to help you. There's a helping hand all the time. And I found that coming here for the first time. I didn't know a lot about Colorado Springs, but I came in here, it was like, come on, we're here, come on. And it was like huge, I imagine like thousands of people just holding their arms going, come on, we'll embrace you. And it was hard at first. It was difficult for me, but people just put their arm around me. And that's huge, that's something I'll pass on. We've got a few newcomers in the residence, okay, from England. And they're connected with Switchbacks, and they're from England, and they've only just moved here. And I said, anything you need, you knock on this door. Nothing to do, just come in, we'll look after you, we'll help you. You want to know where the post office is, we'll help you. Mm-hmm. I was that person. You know what I mean? So that's why I love Colorado Springs. So much love and vibe and passion. And you get that in here, that's the thing. You'll meet someone, like you said, you come here on your own for a pint, you're going to meet someone, you're going to make a friend. You come out of here with a friend, or a group of people, and you've had a bit of, you know, an experience. That's the
experience.
That's what it is. Do you know what I mean? That warms my heart. That's before we mention about drink and food.
So when you come with a group of people in a British pub,
Yeah.
tell us about rounds.
Do you really want to mention this?
I really want to mention this.
Well, a round is, so 5 of us are going out, okay? We're going to go on a bit of a night out in England. We're going to do a pub crawl, which means pub. No transport, we're walking. Okay, we're going to use our legs. Right?
The perfect place for it.
Perfect. So what happens, we'll start, Dave, you're round. You buy us all a drink. You're next pub. You're next pub. Next pub, okay? Cheekily, you shouldn't really go back to Dave, because then he's got 2 rounds. So that's 1 round.
I'm going to be fast asleep by that time.
That's what I'm saying. So what you do, you know what I mean, if you've got a good bunch of mates, you don't go back round again.
Now,
And if you do, you have to go again.
All the way through.
Yeah, so that's what? How many drinks is that? Oh my gosh, my math is terrible.
But-
help me. What is it?
Can you do a
2
round in one bar?
Of course you can.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I mean. So he's got the check. So Dave, say, right, we're going to the Brit first, then we're going to move around. So Brit, Dave, it's your round. Get yourself to the bar. And he's like, well, I don't mind. You know, it's your round. Get to the bar. All right.
Yeah.
No
Upstairs
questions.
It's going to be
Yeah.
very much that.
He
vibe.
pays for that, then you move
Yeah.
on. We're going to go to Jack Quinn's now. It's Meredith's round. And then, you know what I mean? Does that make sense?
But could you buy 1 beer and then the next person
So
buys?
Yeah.
you're sitting here
Yeah.
enjoying the piano
Yeah.
and
You're
buy the
bringing the
first
culture.
round.
You got to
Yeah.
really bring
I'll
the
get
culture.
the next round.
And there's something exciting about that because Dave's really excited now because he don't have to buy another beer. Think about it. He's already done his share. So he's happy. He
All
look
right.
at smile on his face, right?
It's my
but
turn,
Meredith
I
at the
guess.
end here, she's like, oh, hopefully they're all going to go home shortly. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's such a Yorkshire thing. But yeah, that's a round. So very traditional. Very traditional.
Okay, I have one other question. My wife is Cornish,
Ooh.
and life doesn't go on without a pasty. Will you ever serve pasties here?
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely. And I think you need to go before you go. Have you met Chef Phil downstairs?
We haven't.
So he worked in Cornwall at some very, very famous restaurants as well. Just go put that in his ear before you go. Are you going to ever do it? A Cornish pasty.
Okay.
And I've tried his Cornish pasties, they're fantastic. So yeah.
All right.
So, but yeah, wonderful. This has been absolutely brilliant. What a start to the Thursday. Can we do this every week? Yeah?
It might be worth it.
I know you'll be every week, Dave, won't you?
He's only saying that because
Yeah.
I get the next round.
No, it's been cool. And listen, thank you for everything that you're doing in the community. Obviously, Carrie, you and I go back several years. Big special shout out to Downtown Partnership. Like Meredith mentioned, I just want to echo what she said. If you want you guys to supporting us, having that vision with us, and seeing and believing what we're going to be doing, I don't think we probably wouldn't be sat here. It's huge. And what you're doing for downtown, you're moving in the right direction. What you're bringing to downtown, the staff you have as well, is something you should be very, very proud of. Okay, so thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
I'll
you.
pass
Thank
that
you.
on.
Thank you.
Probably a good time for me to say,
Yeah.
although we did not pay for this, the Downtown Partnership is a sponsor of Lovin' the Springs podcast. So we are happy to be that and happy to be able to talk about things affecting downtown and making it more of the vision that we have and that
Yeah.
our master plan wants it to be. And you guys are absolutely it. So
We didn't coordinate. Are you going to propose the toast?
I think it's time for a toast.
Finish
to
my
Okay.
It's all right. It's all right.
Al, you're in charge.
I'm going to do.
All right. Well, as we approach our 250th year as a nation, and the relationship between Britain and the United States, I propose a toast that you keep bringing this culture and friendship to the community of Colorado Springs
Wow.
in the way that you're doing.
I feel like
We
it's
sure-
wrecking to the
we
national
sure
anthem
will.
now, don't I? That's it.
Cheers.
Cheers, Dave. Thank you so much. Cheers, everyone at home. See you this weekend.
All right. See you
wanna
this
spill on
weekend.
come on
Carrie.
out,
Ching, ching,
enjoy
ching.
your pint.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And I really want the dippy egg and soldier. Check that out on their brunch menu. It looks so delicious. Candied bacon.
All right.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
Bye.
See you later. That was me. Lovely.